you could tell she's not used to being in a predominantly Black environment. So it seemed like really chill for her. I enjoyed her tremendously. I low-key aspired to be her when I grow up. So we loved Ramza. Everybody pretty much had a good time with Ramza. How was SOM?
To be honest with you, I don't even remember talking to SOM.
They're straight. They only want fourth year though. So like fourth year and fifth year. So it's like, why are you here?
What about Corgan?
Why are you here?
Did anybody get a chance to talk to Corgan?
I did not.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember them though.
Okay. I felt like they were here just Wednesday and Friday. What about the construction companies? Do y'all feel like chatting with them was I feel like it's good overall practice to talk with the different companies and, be able to start those conversations and kind of give an elevator pitch of yourself and your work and what some of your goals are. So I think that overall is kind of beneficial in my mind because you need that practice. But did you guys get to talk to any of the construction companies, Sherlock Smith and Adams? I know we had alum there, DPR, they're always alum. Trying to think, Jones Lang LaSalle. I know Amber Bloomfield was here on the last day. I'm not sure if she was there Wednesday, but what was your overall impression of that?
The only one I got to talk to was Cadell.
Okay.
But I already had like a relationship with them from the last expo, so it was just showing my face again.
Okay, well that's cool. Did you feel like overall you were prepared, or that you needed some more feedback? Tyler, I got a lot of good feedback about your portfolio, especially the kind of what do you call it? The diagrams that showed like your design process.
I was glad I went to that portfolio review. That helped a lot.
Yeah. So what I would like to do next year is really have kind of a series of portfolio development workshops. I know AIS did one and then HKS did one. So that I feel like that was helpful for those who are able to attend. One thing that I know second year is still like in the process, but I feel like they just kind of fell into it. Some of them that had like Photoshop skills ahead of time were able to put something nice together. But some of them put stuff together on PowerPoint. So I think overall it was good. I haven't had any complaints from the students yet, but I'm always looking to see where we can improve the next time around. So if y'all had any suggestions, that's cool. How about the design charrette? What type of feedback did you get from, the Gensler team? And Miss Jackson was there. So
it was literally the same as the talk Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't design anything. We got to go out and see the site more, basically.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're doing, honestly.
I think you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, because I think we could, like, if we could talk to Ms. Jackson one-on-one, like not one-on-one, like the whole class and her. I'm not even talking about Gensler, because like, because she had a lot of good stuff to say, but it seemed like everybody else was saying other things, and it was kind of overcrowding what she was saying almost. So if we could talk to her like one-on-one.
Yeah, I feel like Gensler is trying to make this a whole Tuskegee project, and Miss Jackson is still trying to focus on Greenwood. So it's like, Gensler's like, be open-minded. And Miss Jackson's like, yeah, okay, but what about Greenwood? And I'm like, okay, so what's our project? Is it Greenwood or overall Tuskegee?
Well, here's the thing, and this is something I had to remind Mr. Daniels, because he's like, revitalization of Tuskegee, and I'm like, no, we're focusing on this community. We're going to focus on this particular part of the community, and while, master planning can always involve like a broader spectrum, like I already had outlined what I wanted y'all to do for this project prior to going in. So if somebody else wants to tackle those other things, good for them. But what we're going to focus on is what I said we were going to do. So with that being said, I'm going to go through the syllabus again, just so y'all understand what exactly you're going to be focusing on, and that there's no confusion, because everybody else can bring their ideas and say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, I have to give you the grade. And you have to have the deliverables for my class, and you have to be able to have something to show for your research and your work. Because Mr. Daniels was saying, oh, well, for like the whole first half, you could just do research. And I'm like, that's not going to work. Because I feel like I could see if this was like a master's project. But in terms of you guys getting like project fatigue, I don't want that to happen. I feel like last semester when we were focusing a lot on research and not getting to design fast enough, you'll tend to get disinterested. So I want to just kind of reel things back in and keep you focused on what we need to produce over the course of the first half of the semester, which we're already in week 3.
Honestly, so. I was like, I don't know if we were supposed to have something for today or not. I guess I was just confused on the whole thing. Like, are we still researching, or like, were we supposed to do something? Like,
there are some things that you're going to be working on this week. There wasn't anything that you necessarily had to do today, because I told you to kind of put the project aside for now and then make sure your portfolios were ready for DNCM Expo week. Right, so here we are in room 3. And what I want us to do is focus on documenting the site and its context. So what we need to do is break off into teams. And of course, there's going to be ongoing research about, Tuskegee. And there's going to be some more community engagement, and you're going to have the time to talk to Ms. Jackson more. But right now, I want to make sure that we get everything done. You know what I mean? Like all of the elements that you need to get done and completed for this project done. So what you're going to be doing, and I asked Dr. Daniels if we could use the laser scanner for some of this, is we're going to have to build a physical model and a digital model of the site. And we're going to delineate what those site parameters are today, so that you're not so overwhelmed by kind of the massiveness of the project. Because once people start talking about like the whole city of Tuskegee, that's a whole nother scale that we're working on, and that's not our focus. Our focus is Greenwood. Our focus is the commercial corridor. Everyone is welcome to give their input. However, this is what I've assigned you. And so just filter through kind of the information and use it where necessary, and then the other stuff just kind of put on the back burner, because that's like, you have to focus on what your task is for this class, and that's not your task. So I just want to go over the description. And I sent this to Gensler, sent this to Dr. Daniels, so that he understands what I want you guys to complete. And we had some conversation and went back and forth about it, but this is what I want you to do. That's pretty much it. You'll find that your professor is very stubborn. And so when I say like what XYZ, I don't really care who says what. Like, this is what we're doing with this project. So we have our 3 phases: discovery, exploration, and production. Students will work under the mentorship of 5 representatives, blah, blah, we heard that. So the end goal is to develop a submission for National HBCU Design Competition, charrette, and help Ms. Norma Jackson in procuring support for the revitalization of this historic community. So we're just doing this community. As far as Tuskegee and highways and byways and new exits and everything, that just, it's too much. I can't focus on that. Like, honestly, it's overwhelming to me. So I know it's confusing for you. All right, so what we're going to focus on for the next couple of weeks, this week, we're going to define the site that we're focusing on. We're going to continue to document that site. So one of the things that Dr. Daniels and I did agree on is the inclusion of some type of visual storytelling. So, and by that, I mean, when you're coming into the town of Tuskegee, how many of you were at the HOK presentation? Let's start there. This maybe will give you a better idea of what I'm referring to.
I was.
Yes.
Okay, so for those of us who are at the HOK presentation, they were talking about kind of like, you know, their place in the community and what they're focused on as a firm, and they were showing different images that were relevant to that idea. So when I talk about creating some type of virtual, what do you call it? I just said it, Lord help. Visual storytelling is essentially creating a narrative about the community and focusing on images that are important about the community and its revitalization. So we might show, you know, the site, the immediate site, the historic Greenwood corridor, and some of the dilapidated buildings, and then talk about the history and talk about some of the meaningful people in the community, like flash their faces, you know what I mean? Do one of those really cool video walkthroughs of the town, and just, it's not necessarily a documentary because it's not that exact. It's literally just giving people images of things that are special and relatable to the Greenwood community. Does that make any sense? I wish I had, I think I have the recording of HOK's presentation. I just have to go back and find it. If I don't have it, Dr. Daniels has it. Anyway, we'll get to that, but that's kind of something that I thought would be helpful in terms of communicating your ideas for this. Y'all ever watch the beginning of like a HGTV series? Hold on. This is a very good example. I'm gonna pull it up.
Ms. Osmo,
Yes.
this is off topic, but
Yes.
are y'all still working toward getting an Adobe license for the student?
Yes. So, yes, I'm waiting to hear back about that. I know that they have the licenses. Everything is cloud-based, and I'm just waiting to hear how we assign that information to the students, whether the students log in with their email addresses or whether the students have to log in through VPN to the lab. So that's what I'm waiting on. But yes, we are still working towards that. Hopefully I will have some more information for you before the week is out. Of course, we've been doing all of the DNCM stuff. I did get a note from Dr. Daniels this morning that they're still working through that. All right, so I'm going to show you this intro to this show called Hometown on HGTV. And I feel like the intro to this particular show is a very good example of visual storytelling. No, I want the intro. I really want the intro. Hold on, I'm trying to find a video with the intro, so give me a second. They keep giving me episodes. But they do a really good job of kind of like flashing things that are important to them about their community and telling a story at the beginning, not the begin. I just want the intro. Why aren't they doing this to me? All right, let me see if I can find a full episode. It's not giving me the intro. I'm clicking on all these videos and it's legit not giving me the intro. This is not what I want. I can't find it, y'all. I'm getting a little sad. Hold on, let me see. I just want them to give me the intro. All right, so if you watch HGTV at all, or you have access to HGTV, please just, you don't have to watch a full episode, but if you could catch an episode on HGTV, I think it'll be helpful to you in terms of what I'm trying to explain. Because none of the videos are giving me the intro. They're just like going straight into the episode. It's making me a little bit upset. Like I really just want the full episode. Let me see if this will do it. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm sorry. The one thing. So easy, yet way more difficult than it needs to be. I'm trying to see if this other HGTV show will do it. All right, so this is not the same because they're talking about like, this is a different show. It's called Good Bones, but it's similar in imagery to what I'm talking about, kind of. But I like Hometown better because it gives you shots of the actual historic parts of the city. They talk about what it is that they're trying to do there, et cetera, et cetera. But I'll show you this as a, a thing. Hold on, let me share screen. It's only a few seconds, I think, not even a minute long. Okay.
We're rehabilitating the neighborhood, one house at a time. Nina can do anything she sets her mind to.
So we're gonna fix this. We're getting a new roof on this bad boy. You gonna come up and play with us, Mom?
Oh, no.
My mom is just an awesome attorney and real estate developer.
Oh, this ceiling, we need an entirely new joist system. So we buy these really sad houses.
Holy moly!
A little worried about the slopiness.
Just needs to be gutted.
And then there's this day
Look at that!
where the house is happy again.
Beautiful!
No way!
Gorgeous.
This is beyond what I could ever imagine.
We're just a couple likable gingers.
All new Good Bones, only on HGTV.
So that's it's a very mediocre version of what I'm talking about, but it's kind of like giving you like some history on them. This particular show focuses more on them than the town. I feel like Hometown focuses more on the town. So they talk about their hometown in Mississippi and why they're doing what they're doing and how they're going about doing it. And then they show like end results of projects that they've worked on in their hometown in the intro. So that's what I was trying to find, like the actual intro, so you can understand what I'm saying about visual storytelling. But in terms of what you need to do this week, and I was hoping that we would be able to use the laser scanner to go out and actually scan the area that we want to focus on. But I think it's going to rain all week, and I don't think that bodes well for the laser scanning. So in the meantime, in between time, what we're going to focus on doing is, and I'm sorry I keep skipping around, but y'all know how my brain works by now. Any questions about kind of let me step back. Any questions about the visual storytelling?
Wait, so what? Are we doing a collective one or are we all doing our own?
I don't know yet. I'm just saying that's something that I would like you guys to learn how to do and use this project to do it. You're talking about the visual storytelling, right? We're on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's something. Okay, so that's something I would like you guys to learn how to do. It's so freaking cold in my office. Why am I here?
Are you recording?
I am.
Okay.
I'm actually casting to YouTube live right now. And am I recording? I'm not recording just because I can send you the web link after I finish class.
Okay.
All right, so No questions about the visual storytelling though? Do y'all kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to say? I was trying to show you a good example, but I can't find what I was looking for.
You said basically just painting a picture of what you're seeing when you enter Tuskegee, or how you feel when you enter Tuskegee.
Yeah, like you're highlighting, like you would create a storyboard about things that were important here in the community. And it's like you would showcase, and Jalen, of course you've done this with video clips before, like you'll showcase the history and you'll showcase the legacy and then talk about, you know, what is here currently, but what you see happening in the future.
Okay, thank you.
So it'd be like, it would literally be like past, present, future of the community. And you would show different images, like context images, and then close-up images of people doing stuff in Tuskegee that are relevant to the revitalization of this community. And then at the end, you would probably show like your design for it. But that's what I want y'all to be able to do with this, is that okay. So what was I about to say? So as far as where we are going with this, and our area of focus. So of course you have more research. I think the important part is to go out and get more images of the context of the area and document that. I think putting together a base digital map, like a 3D map of it, is going to be important. Because we need to understand, essentially, we want to map the existing business corridor and show the different lots that may need some infill, right? And then we can go about discussing how we would kind of pull together the fabric of these different places to make it look more cohesive. So if you're going to do infill in the vacant lots, or if you're going to update the buildings, what that could look like. So I wanted us to look at 2 case studies today. And please forgive me for not having this on actual slides, but I want us to look at the city of Savannah, Georgia, because I think they do an excellent job of kind of maintaining the historical context, but also showing, you know, what new modern things could be added.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
So the city of Savannah, we know that to be a very historical city. It's also a college town, right? Because Savannah College of Art and Design is right in the middle of downtown, like it's interwoven there. So I was saying that I wanted to look at Savannah College of Art and Design and the city of Savannah, as well as Duke University and Raleigh-Durham, and see what they're doing in those communities to kind of deal with the same things, like they're historically relevant areas, but they also have done a lot of modernization and revitalization. And I want us to look into what are some of the things that they have done to revitalize those areas would still respect the history of the town or cities.
Savannah, well, I'm not gonna say low key, but Savannah is somewhat of a tourist attraction, or like a place where, because I know like
Yes.
people go on vacation to Savannah too.
Yeah, I mean, I go there for vacation because the beach and everything is there. But the thing about it is, Tuskegee is a tourist attraction in its own right because of the fact that we're a National Historic Site. It's just, unfortunately, like the surrounding city is not as up to date. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I want us to look at what these other places have done to tie the university and the historic cities together to create these vibrant communities. And if you can think of anywhere else, matter of fact, let's do that. Let's look into different college towns, like right now. And we could put together a Google Sheets situation, or we're just going to do some quick case studies for the next. I'll give y'all until, what time is it? Give y'all till 3:30. So what you're going to do is look up 2 college cities, or look up a college city. Each of you look up a college city, and just kind of gather together some pictures and information on what they have done to create a cohesive college and city environment. And if they're historical, even better. It is really pouring. I think I'm gonna go home. Does everybody understand?
You said we got until when?
3:30. So you do this right now on class time. And I'm gonna pull the information for Savannah, as well as Raleigh-Durham. I really like what Raleigh-Durham is doing because they've had a lot of urban infill in some of their blighted neighborhoods or deteriorating neighborhoods surrounding the campus. But it's like they've done a lot of revitalization with the historical buildings, but still they got a lot of modern stuff going on there too. So find a city and start looking into that. And if it's like a historical Southern city, even better. So y'all can get started on that now. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, y'all could legit just throw that information in some slides.
You want us to make a PowerPoint right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are just case studies. You're pulling together some ideas for, you know, what we can do with this corridor. And then I'm going to pull up a map of what we want to focus on, what area we want to focus on for Tuskegee. I think I'm gonna go home too because weather is really bad.
You in Tuskegee?
I am in Tuskegee.
Yeah, I'm in the studio right now and it's pouring.
It is pouring and I'm cold. I'm about to go home. It's pouring and I'm cold. I got my raincoat and I don't know if it's slowed down or not. I can't tell from here.
Nah,
But
because
then
it's
I'm
like
gonna,
lightning and stuff up here, bro. In
I
Auburn.
think I'm gonna relocate to my home. And so 3:30, let's just pull together some information and then we'll all share a screen with what we find. Remember, these are college towns, hopefully have like a historic background. We just want to highlight what they've done to create that community and vibrant atmosphere. Okay. Everybody cool? Everybody understand what we're doing?
Yes,
Okie dokie. All right, I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna go home and then I'll restart the Zoom. It is boring. I need this rain to slow down.